Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. I'll be with you in a minute. Remember the lunch I made the other day? It's hitting the spot. I'll be back. Alright folks, I'm back with you. Good lunch, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it wasn't nothing spectacular, but when you're out here for a living and you're trying to make these deadlines, you got this BS 14-hour clock that you have to work around, and all the trials and tribulations of trucking. You do what you got to do to make an honest dollar and be able to eat and whatnot. This is the same place I've been loading here lately, where I pick up the shavings and take to the chicken farm. Fun stuff. I'm here to tell you, fun stuff. I pulled in right before a local truck. I didn't know if he was going to need to hit this dock or not, but evidently so. He's parked on the side waiting on me. Well, they're just now getting fired up from their lunch break. And I got mine. Let me put this one down the crack. Well, now you can hear that dryer going over there, and you can hear the heater in the back, and you'll know that I'm working. Wasn't a bad weekend. I can't say that I didn't get stuff done. I didn't get done what I had planned on getting done. That's good. It was supposed to be rainy Saturday, and Lakota didn't work because of the rain. And of course, most of the day it did not rain. Go figure. We had some inside work for Robert to do, so he did that. Then I had him start on my garage. My garage has been a mess for a while. It's a staging area. We have stuff that has been put in storage for 15 years. And then we have the stuff we've accumulated since. So with us moving in, the garage is just a staging area for us to put stuff until Grandma goes through it, or I go through it, whoever needs to go through it. So it can be a little bit of a nuisance. Then on top of that, in our attic, we had boxes, and I mean big boxes upon boxes upon boxes, and that we inherited with the house. We get investigating them. Of course, you had them dreams of finding that $1 million, right? No. It was coffee cans. 8 o'clock coffee and all kinds of stuff. Egg crates. You know, egg cartons for the dozens. Bleach bottles. And just crates full of this stuff. I'm like, wow, really? So when we did that Christmas deal here a little while back, where we was getting all the Christmas stuff stored away, it had to go up in the attic. And we've known this stuff's been up there since we bought the house. I told the boys, I said, just bring it down. We had just got the garage all cleaned out and stuff and all that. Where are we going to put it? In the garage. I mean, you know, what else can you do? So we went through a whole bunch of it then, and it's taken like 3 different times of us just going through a bunch of it. Well, we finished that off and never did find that $1 million. We found a lot of egg crates and coffee cans. And everybody like, why in the world were they keeping these? Well, the people are now, they're 80 and 90 years old. She's passed away, and she was pushing 80, and she just passed away in the last couple of years, or last few years. He's still alive in a nursing home, and don't have his full capabilities. So that tells me that they came from the Depression era. And it's just a known fact that a lot of people from the Depression era didn't want to throw nothing away. And in their mind, they had a whole lot of usage for any of that stuff they kept. What? Who knows? But they could have used it. But anyway, we got that gone through. And I have a bunch of tools. I don't use them often, but I have a bunch of tools that I've accumulated over the 50 plus years of my life and adult life. Mismatched sets and all kinds of stuff after all these years. So Robert got to start going through that. We've been setting up over the course of the last while an area for the tools. I've got two of the stand-up boxes, you know, the little rollable crate, and then the little 5 or 7 drawer one that goes on top. And I want to get one of them big monster ones like the real mechanics have. But then we went and bought some pegboard, and we've got the toolbox set a certain way, and we put the pegboard up, and we have the little thingies for the pegboard, and you know, screwdriver holders, and boy, let me tell you, I got some damn screwdrivers. I had no clue I had so many, but I got a whole bunch of them, and he got them all put up. It ain't worthy of taking a video of it yet. I mean, it still looks like chaos to the untrained eye, but to us it was a large step. He went through bunches and bunches of tools. On top of that, I do buy my wife a lot of tools. Now hers ain't necessarily mechanical tools, although they look like them. Hers are for her arts and crafts. She likes tinkling. She will fix lamps, and she's pretty handy at fixing stuff around the house. Then with her arts and crafts and whatnot, her little Hobby Lobby shit, she uses quite a few tools that are handy. So as I've been out and traveling over the years, I bought her several sets. I try to get her stuff that's good for what she does, you know. She has several real small pliers and just different stuff. Now she got the big stuff too. We both have bad wrists, so over the course of the years I bought her different screwdriver sets and stuff that don't work her wrist so much. Just a ton of stuff. Anything that I see that I think would make her life easier on her, I grab it. And so we was attempting to have one of them toolboxes for her stuff and one for my stuff. Well, my stuff started bleeding over into hers. I found a real big hobbyist cabinet, storage cabinet, online here a little while back, and I shared it with her. And it ain't cheap, but it's one of these big monsters. And you open the door and open the door and open the door, and there's just door in the door in the door, and you know, and regardless what your hobby is, there's a spot for you to put stuff. And we're in the means of, we had 2 extra bedrooms because we got 3-bedroom home, and we had one set up as a kids guest room and the other one as an adult guest room. And over the course of the year, there's not that many of the kids and grandkids that get to come over and spend time, and It's just one of them things that happens in life. So we are redoing this. So the grandkids guest room, which we painted every wall a different color, red, blue, yellow, and green. So every wall is a different color in there. So Grandma, we had to have Robert move a bunch of stuff out. It's now being turned into storage. You know how that stuff goes. It gets cluttered. And with us going through all this stuff that we've had stored for years, yeah, there's a little clutter in there. Yard sale stuff, and do we keep, blah, 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 arts and crafts stuff, and you know how it goes. So Robert did the heavy lifting. We got a lot of that stuff straightened up so Grandma can get around in there and paint all them walls. Then the one that is the adult guest bedroom, that one we are going to convert into her little sewing room and all that stuff, where we hope to get her one of them big fancy cabinets here in a couple of years. And she had told us while we was out there doing the tools, because Robert's going through them, I'm sitting out there and making a decision on some of them, helping make decisions on others. And Mama had came by and I told her, I said, well, I'm starting to bleed over into your box. And she's like, we get them rooms done, you give me that big box, I'll take all my stuff out of here. Okay. So that's our plans. But we got quite a bit done on the garage, which tickled me to death. And Lakota was outside. There's a place where somebody took out a big tree right by our front door, and we've often wondered if that tree had fell on the house or not, just because of the way some of the houses built now. And we've been doing different stuff, drilling it out, putting rock salt in it, different stuff like this to really kill it and get it to rotting. And I told him, well, this is your job today. I have worked on it myself, which your wife was teasing me about that just this morning, yesterday and this morning, that she's like, I've seen you out there working on that stuff. I mean, digging out roots that are literally that big. And that tree had to be over 4 foot across the top of that stump. And that was a big tree. So he got a bunch of that dug out, did some leveling up front, you know, in the front yard and whatnot. Just had him piddling. Now, I gave him option yesterday morning when he showed up, because it was chilly. Do you want to work? Oh, I can. I know you can. I'm asking you, do you want to work? You're going to be working outside. It's cold. Do you want to work? If you don't, just say, no, I don't want to. Well, yeah, I want to work. I can use the money. All right. Then I started laying out what he had to do. And I did feel a little bit bad for him because it's chilly out there. And I went out a few times and told him, come on in, warm up. I mean, it ain't like it was freezing. It was 40, 41 with a real light breeze. But where I live, that's chilly. You know? But he got some good stuff done that we'd been wanting to do. I think he had plans when he said he wanted to work. I thought he thought him and Robert was going to be working in the woods and building a fire and have a fire to go by. That ain't how it worked this time. But he got some stuff accomplished. Me and Grandma, I bounced in and out of the house helping Robert, and she did as well. So, and we did up about 3 meals on video. The egg one that I did for breakfast, I'm not sure. I literally have 3 of them back here. I didn't have one for breakfast this morning, but I will tomorrow morning. I hope to make it to this chicken farm, spend the night up there. So, and I remembered my milk this time. I like a shot of milk throughout the day and the night. My coffee in the can, a couple of these in the morning. So I will be having breakfast in the morning while they're unloading me. And I'll let you know. The little sausage wrap deals that I made, you seen I just had a couple of them for lunch. Those was a success. I like those. I don't know that I will microwave them anymore. I just did that to see how much grease would literally come out of them, and it wasn't bad at all. So I'm good with that. The chicken wrap deals that we did, I mean the bacon, chicken strip bacon wrapped, what was it, sweet and spicy, ain't that what I called it? That was a great success. That was really good. I suggest y'all give that a whirl. It didn't require that much work. And of course, doctor it up how you want to doctor it up. I mean, make it where it just fires you up. I don't care. That was very good. The chicken fajita stuff last night, that was very good. We didn't make the chicken fajita ring that's what we had planned on doing with it, but it was such a weekend that, well, y'all seen the video. Time it was getting done, we was both like, we just wanted to eat. It was time for dinner. Her cauliflower deal that she did, I forget what it was called. That one needs some work. It was doing real good, except just that Parmesan cheese on there. That didn't cut it for me. It didn't melt good. I wasn't that crazy about it on the cauliflower by itself. I do have some of it back here with my chicken fajita stuff. I mean, it wasn't so god awful that we can't eat it, you know, but that one needs work. And one thing about me and Grandma, whenever we do stuff like this, we are honest with each other. I mean, you know, the cauliflower was pretty decent at the beginning, and as it cooled off and whatnot, we both agreed, it needs some work. So we do not sugarcoat it and tell each other that an idea that we had was good when it wasn't. Why in the world would you want to lie to them and have them thinking that you enjoyed something and have them fix it again the same way and you didn't like it the first time? No, tell them the truth and make improvements, or just throw the idea away. And that's how we both are. Which some of the family and friends, it just blows their mind. They was there when I did a chicken cherry meatball, and nobody was saying that it wasn't good. And the wife had came out. I'd barbecued them, smoked them. She came out and she tried one. She's like, "Oh my God, that's awful. Don't do that no more." I mean, she wasn't mean about it. But my in-laws, they was just getting to know us, and it's her siblings and whatnot. They're like, "You told him that wasn't no good?" And I said, "Well, hell yeah. I want her to." You know, and she's like, "Yeah, if we make a bad dish," that just blew them away. You know, they didn't understand our logic. Oh well, it works for us. But some of them was a success and some of them needs work. Other than that, I got my butt out this morning. I got to work. I was wanting to make a couple of videos. It looks like I'm only going to get to make this one. Somebody watched one of my old videos and he was talking about me fidgeting like a crackhead or dopehead, or because I do this. Well, folks, guess what? My hands are shot. I have arthritis in them. I've had carpal tunnel. They hurt. And yes, a lot of times I will sit here and just wring my hands. And if you're a people watcher at all and paid attention in your life, you'll notice that a lot of older people do this. It's because their damn hands hurt. So that fella that was something 73, I assume he was born in 73. Well, evidently you're not old enough to have these aches and pains that we got, but you're not far from it. Another 10 plus years And you're going to be doing this stuff your own self, whether it's your back that you've hurt throughout the years, or it's your hands like mine. You get these aches and pains. The golden years that they told us about, they lied. The golden years ain't that great. The golden years are full of pain. You're paying for the stupid shit you did in your youth when you thought you was bulletproof and steel. We wasn't. And now our body's saying, you shouldn't have done that, dumbass. Right here. I use these hands for hammers and everything else over the years, and now they hurt all the time. So that just kind of agitated me. And somebody else thought he had hurt my feelings. Folks, it's hard to hurt my feelings. I'll tell you that now. It's really hard. Sometimes you make me scratch my head and wonder what the hell are they talking about. Or somebody called me a dopehead because I'm wringing my hands. Well, youngin', you ain't got a clue about life yet. I don't care if he was born in 73. That's the year my wife graduated high school, and it was when I started thinking about going into the Marine Corps. I didn't get to go in until 76, so you was still in diapers when I was out fighting for your right to be a dumbass. Period. So educate yourself before you make stupid comments. Think about why somebody might be doing this. I'll bet you if you think real hard, you've seen your grandparents doing something of this ilk. Call me a dopehead. Now, if it had been 30 years ago, back in the 70s when you was being born, you might have been closer to right. But in this day and age, shit. And no, I'm not mad. I'm going to cut this off. I don't think I have time to make my other video, but I'm going to cut this one off and get her posted. Y'all remember, God loves you, so do I. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.